So I'm feeding Winter, and there is a huge thunderstorm out here. She's not bothered by it at all, but I smell smoke. And Jason's going to go and check to see if there's a fire nearby.
It's a little bit hard to see now, but we smelled fire. Everybody seemed to smell fire at the same time, and then whenever you looked, you could see smoke coming in past the peaks there, past A1 Mountain on the side of it. So we took the drone up to see if we could see if it was close, and it was actually in the housing development, which I think they call Mormon Valley or something, or Fort Valley. It's in Fort Valley. It's on the 180 over there. It looks like they're having, I don't know if it's a brush fire that somebody started or what, but it's way far away. So, no worries. But yeah, we had lightning strikes, right? So, with lightning strikes, you gotta worry sometimes. Hey, come here. And then Winter is just going nuts because we're not inside.
Right, she's not afraid of lightning or thunder.
But she's afraid of us not being around her. She gets freaked out. You're really hard to
and
control.
She's naked
sometimes.
today.
And she's naked.
We brushed
well, we
her.
were brushing her, so yeah.
And her coat is changing so much.
Come on. Well, it stopped raining for now. Jen and Winter are out here. We were looking at the beautiful clouds that are on the San Francisco peaks over there. There's a lot of breathtaking beauty out here.
Winter has a new accessory.
Yeah, this is a collar that a friend loaned us. We're trying to see if it helps keeping her from eating rocks and sticks and stuff. So she's pretty much gotten used to the noisemaker thing to where she doesn't listen to it anymore.
Right, but it is a warning. She seems to, all we have to do is do the vibrate setting, and she drops
Yeah.
the stick or rock. So, it just, the air canister became ineffective.
Yeah, pretty much though. I mean, if you just make it beep, she'll come back to us. So far. Until she gets used to that.
And I really think that after this puppy phase, we won't have to have this on her anymore.
No.
It's just we need to make sure she doesn't swallow any rocks.
Well, I think I mentioned that the car had magically started working again. Well, that only lasted until I turned the windshield wipers on, and then it stopped charging, and it hadn't started, and it hasn't charged since then. So I determined, in troubleshooting that there's a plastic piece inside of the back of the alternator here that was broken out. And I think that maybe in the rain it shorted this out and shorted out the internal voltage regulator. Anyway, I got a new one, a new Reman one. So, okay, hopefully I'm not boring people to death with this damn car. But I've got the alternator in there, everything's hooked up. Alright, I just started it up and it's charging at 14.4 because the battery's full. I have charged it with a charger before this, but as soon as I started it went from like 12.7 up to 14.4, so we're good. So I'm about to go on a little 4x4 adventure, we call them, with Bruce and Jimmy and Brian, and we're gonna go see a place that they call the End of the World. It's sounds really cool. It's a overlook that overlooks the whole Sedona area. So you're supposed to be able to see Sedona and Cottonwood and all kinds of stuff. Our friend Brian has actually camped there in his van a couple of times. I think that's probably over there. It's a older Dodge camper van. It was originally a camper van back in the day, whenever it was new. But anyhow, it's supposed to be 20 miles each way of maybe kind of graded, kind of washboardy road. So we're gonna be in the Tracker, and then Bruce is gonna be on his motorcycle. Stay tuned. Whenever we first started driving on this road, we ended up behind this white Toyota seen in front of me here. It varied between 8 miles an hour and 25 miles an hour, most of the time on the lower end of that. And cars quickly built up behind our friend Bruce behind us. You'll see that there's a truck that gets behind him that is almost pushing him off the road. It's just dangerously close to him, within a couple of feet, trying to get around him. Finally, he pulls over enough so that it could get by. It blows by him, blows by me, tries to get by the white car and can't. And then later on, the dash cam had a glitch, so I couldn't catch it, but it almost hit a tree passing the white car. So just really dangerous driving by that day. So here we are. And look at those views. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, the wind is definitely crazy here. Our friend Brian that came with us said that he camped here with his van a while ago, and he says that whenever the winds start up, he says you can't really do much of anything. So I actually walked over to this thing. The car is over there somewhere.
Yeah, the car's right over here. You moved, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to get out of those four people's campsite. Pointing out the anchors that somebody put here. If you want, you could rappel down this if you were just crazy enough. Well, I just got back from my off-road trip with the guys where we saw the end of the world, they called it. It was a cliff overlooking Sedona, and we were sitting here watching YouTube, and Winter came up, her tail wagging. She was all happy and handed Jen something, and look what it is.
Yep, that is supposed to be an Apple Pencil, and I use it for all my illustrations.
She was just using it.
I was just using it.
Winter's like, look what I got. Look what I found.
Yeah, so that's an expensive thing that she just broke.
Yeah.
But this really is the only thing that she has chewed up and
Well, it's the only thing that we have not caught
that
her.
And my shoe, my sandal. So she seems to favor my things.
She really likes Jen. Look what a sweetie though, and then she'll come up and she'll give you a kiss and she'll wag her tail. How can you be mad at her?
Great, but yeah, I have a project I would like to have done by Monday, so I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We're gonna buy a new $100 pencil.
No. No. So we're leaving Winter behind. We're gonna go to the store real quick. I've got to get a new pen. Yeah, it's gonna be expensive, but I just need to be more careful. And that's basically what we've researched as far as training goes. Is you have to. Cry. have to just kind of not react. When we leave winter, we try to not be very like say goodbye or anything. Just kind of matter of fact, put her in the crate and go. That way she it doesn't cause more issues than there needs to be. So we got our Apple Pencil. We went to Best Buy's and got a new one.
Yeah, I like how how Winter tried to return it to Jen. She was all happy. She was like, look what I found!
Right. Her tail was all wagging and I'm just like, no!
And $100 later.
Right. I mean, it's my fault. I need to be more on it. But at least now I can finish the project that I'm doing. I might give you all a sneak peek of what I'm working on.